How much do you know about the Minnesota Chippewa tribe? Okay, let's go back in time to see how all this got started. As far back as we can remember, natives have always been sovereign.
What do you mean by sovereign?
What I mean is we've always had the right to govern ourselves.
In 1787, the U.S. created their constitution, and that says that the federal government, not the states, has the authority to deal with Indians.
That's why the treaties were made with the federal government.
Yeah, almost 400 treaties were made back then.
And they're still important today.
After the treaties were made, there were a bunch of laws and court decisions which impacted our ability to exercise our sovereignty.
One of those was the Supreme Court decision, Cherokee Nation v. Georgia in 1831.
That ruling said that tribes are domestic dependent nations and have a relationship like a guardian to a ward of the U.S.
Yeah, they thought our ancestors were incompetent and needed to be supervised.
Later, that turned into a trust relationship. That made the federal government the trustee of Indian tribes, including managing our land and natural resources.
Yeah, that worked out really great for us. Cobell settlement?
Okay, fast forwarding a bit here. With the Great Depression, many Indian people plunged deeper into poverty.
Deeper?
So in 1934, the U.S. government approved a law called the IRA. That's the Indian Reorganization Act.
They said the main idea with the IRA was to help reduce poverty on reservations.
The self-governance part of the IRA allowed tribes to create their own constitutions. Yeah, okay, like we already didn't have those rights.
They even provided a template that included a single small governing structure without any checks and balances.
Like when the court stopped Trump's travel ban?
In 1936, 6 Anishinaabe bands came together and formed the Minnesota Chippewa Tribe, or MCT.
That must have been one heck of a concert, like Woodstock for the Ojibs.
We're calling them bands and reservations here because those are the terms used in the MCT Constitution. But the U.S. government also uses the terms tribes and nations.
This is confusing, but all these terms refer to political entities.
The 6 bands of the MCT are Bois Forte, Fond du Lac, Grand Portage, Leech Lake, Mille Lacs, and White Earth.
The MCT is pretty unique because most other tribes only have one reservation.
We always get a table because we have 6 reservations.
At first, the BIA thought that each reservation would adopt its own constitution. But a local BIA employee argued that the Minnesota Chippewas were one tribe with several reservations.
He used BIA templates to draft the MCT Constitution and then held a vote on it.
Even though not all the reservations voted for the Constitution, it was still adopted in 1936.
The BIA had a lot of influence on the MCT during those first years. The new government was a big change.
You can say that again.
The new government was a big change.